Hello, hello. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about a very important topic that really is all about fear. Because I know that a lot of people go through this, and you guys, I have had my moments in my life where I've definitely been crippled by fear, and it just doesn't, it just is a thief of joy. And I know that there are people dealing with it right now, maybe some of you watching this, that you are crippled in fear from really pursuing your dreams. And I'm going to teach you some tips that I have learned through the years and on a webinar I listened to just last night from author Elizabeth Gilbert. She is the author of, maybe you've heard of her book. It's called Eat, Pray, Love, or I don't know if that's the right order. And she also put out a book called Big Magic. Okay, so if we haven't met, hello, my name is Heather Johnson. I am a coach, I am a mom, I'm a wife. I love to empower women to create a better lifestyle, and I do have a team of people that I lead as well, and this is really my ministry, this platform right here. So let's get started. So I was driving here, I'm at my leg place right now, and I drove here last night, and I always listen to podcasts, whether I'm in Target and I have a hat on and I have my little Bluetooth, or if I'm commuting across town, or if I'm driving to the lake. It takes about 2 hours from my community. My family's joining me later on today, but I just had to have some space and peace and serenity. That's why I'm here to get some stuff done. But this webinar they listened to, I actually got, there's a select few within the coaching world that was able to listen to this webinar, so you had to qualify for it, and I was one of those lucky people, and I'm so glad that I spent 50 minutes listening to this author, and I want to share with you the things that I learned from her that really I feel are going to help you to step out into the world and just having, just putting, like, silencing that fear, okay? And so many people, or maybe you are experiencing this too, like you don't want to start a healthier lifestyle as far as the nutrition and fitness world, because you fear you're going to fail. You feel like if you have one solid week of really trying new foods, or you're exercising, you'll feel like you're just going to fail. So then you stop and you don't move forward. Maybe some of you are trying to interview for a new job, but fear stops you from believing that you can actually change your current situation. Maybe you want to pick up a new class at the gym, but you're fearing that you are too big for being in a gym. You just feel embarrassed, so then you don't go. And all of these things are real, you guys. They're so real, but guess what? You have the power to change things. Okay, so let's lead into the content here. I had to take notes because, this information was so solid, and I want to make sure that I deliver this information to you. Okay, so number one of the things that Elizabeth Gilbert talked about was asking yourself this question. So when you think about what you want, so maybe that's, pursuing your own, you're an entrepreneur like myself. You are starting a new job, new career path, because where you're currently at right now in your full-time position, it is unfulfilling. You don't get to spend time with your kids. You're like, I really want to pursue something else. You need to ask yourself this. What are you willing to give up now that you keep pretending you want? Now, the word pretending is a little bit of a slap in the face. And I deal with this a lot on my team too. We have people that I'm mentoring as coaches. They want to do what I do, and I sit down with them and listen to their goals. So we talk about that. What is their income goal? What they define success as, because it's not just tied around a rank or income goal. But then they'll give me all of these amazing goals that they set for themselves. Yet when I take a look at their life, they're watching probably a couple hours of Netflix movies every single day. And they are just, maybe they are spending so much time with their social life and going out with friends, where they could be spending that time doing the basics of the business every single day that'll lead them to that goal of theirs. And so many people that I work with, I've been coached for 5 years, clients of mine, they say, okay, well, I really want to lose, 20 pounds, 40 pounds, sometimes 70 plus pounds, but yet they're not willing to take a peek at their night eating and not realizing that small thing, if they just cut that out or like replace it with something that would be helpful for them, like maybe Greek yogurt, instead of what they're really eating at night, they don't realize that small action will actually help them move towards their goal. Okay, so take an honest look at yourself, you guys. What are you doing now that you can say no to for maybe a short period of time? This could be 1, 2, 3 years. You might be a black sheep, and you might see your friends going out and, or maybe it's you taking an honest look at the things that you're involved with right now and saying, do I value this enough? Can I say no to those things and still be excited for that organization or the volunteer work that you have been doing? But then you need to say, okay, I'm going to say no to that and say yes to building a dream. Like, for example, this lake home right here, it's taken my business 5 years of consistency to be able to afford this. But I had to be the black sheep. I had to say no to certain things that I cared about to be spending time doing the daily things that I needed to do to be able to build memories here as a family. And you know what, you guys? It was worth it. It was so worth it. Okay, the next point is that she said you need to eat the crap sandwich. She used another term. You need to eat the crap sandwich that goes along with your desired path. For example, in order for my income to afford this lake home for my family, which is one of the big reasons that I was pursuing this business, I had to eat a crap sandwich of doing the things daily that maybe I don't want to do. Like some days, I work out as if it's my job because it is. There are some days, you guys, I don't want to work out. I'm just like everyone else, but I do it anyway. Or I give myself 5 minutes to do a workout and I realize, you know what, I'm going to listen to my body and maybe get more sleep. There are days where I don't want to eat clean. And there are certain days, for me to stay sane, I like to eat 100% clean 85% of the time. And when I started my journey, it was more like eating 100% clean 60% of the time because I wasn't a clean eater before. But there are certain days where I know when I'm at a restaurant that I should probably make a decision to have a salmon salad versus something else. I do it anyway. I like my burgers and fries from time to time too, you guys, all right? But you get the picture. If you want to be a mom, you know what the crap sandwich with that is? And a lot of you moms can relate to this. You got to wake up several times throughout the night, and it's that sacrifice that you have to take because our little children, our babies need us. They are dependent. So the crap sandwich, and some of you may like waking up 4 times throughout the night. I don't. I'm so glad my kids are 6 and 7 now. But you got to eat that crap sandwich to get to be that mom. So what is that crap sandwich that you might have to eat? For those of you who are in a network marketing business, maybe the crap sandwich is you getting vulnerable and you daring greatly to get out of your own way and be vulnerable online and to share a story about what you're personally going through. For example, I remember having a thyroid scare. I went on social media and I just said I was in like the hospital bed and I took a selfie and I said, I'm sitting here in the hospital bed because I'm scared to death about what this might mean. And thank goodness, everything's fine with my thyroid. But you know what? Fear totally crippled myself from moving forward. I thought, I can't really share what's really going on social media because what if people don't follow me, or what if people don't, and all these things that were just made up in my mind. But you'll earn a greater influence if you do get yourself on video or if you just share what's going on social media. That's kind of just part of the job as far as, me being a coach. I know that so many people are crippled by the thought of putting themselves out there and really talking about what's going on. But you know what? I would rather follow somebody, and I'm inspired by people who talk about their their ish. Okay, they talk about all the failures they've gone through and how they've been able to overcome them. And we all have people in our lives that appear to, drive the best car, have the best house, have the best hair, they're so super polished, but you know what, you guys? Is that inspiring to you? I don't really find that inspiring because they look so polished and perfect that I can't relate to that. I am not a perfectionist. I cannot relate to somebody who has not gone through a death in their family or who has not gone through failure. So it's okay to own your beautiful mess. And I feel like what Elizabeth said in this webinar, she said, when people appear to be that super polished person, they are probably the person that's dealing with the most fear in their life. And fear needs to take a back seat. It can hop in the car with you, but you need to tell it it's not going to provide the snacks for the trip. It's not going to provide the roadmap of where you're going. It's not going to take the driver's seat. You are in control, and fear cripples us from moving forward. Another point that she made, and you guys, I'm almost done here, is that you need to define what success is to you. Success is not, in my mind, is not tied around a rank or recognition, because those are fleeting thoughts. And it's kind of like the actor or actress that wants to achieve some sort of high goal, or maybe like get a Grammy or some sort of award, and then they wake up the next morning going, I thought this was supposed to feel different. I thought like a band was going to come in. And you got to define what success is and have a long-term vision that just really resonates with your soul. How are you going to leave that legacy? All right. And just to kind of wrap things up here, there are going to be probably 4 or 5 moments in your life that are going to define your path. And these 4 or 5 moments that present itself in your life may not be fun, but you have 2 options. If we picture this bonfire to be these moments, you have 2 decisions to make, my friends. You either go to the fire, even as scared as you are, and be like, I got to step in, I got to get closer to this bonfire. And what you may find is that either it's going to feel safe, you're going to feel that warmth, you're going to feel like, oh my goodness, that was so scary, but I did it. And you're going to feel accomplished. I feel like God leads us to those things in our life where you're going to feel like, I'm so happy that I just made a decision to move, even if it was something small. And the second thing that could happen is that you're going to be completely incinerated. But either way, you guys, it's a win-win. You win both ways. Either you are reborn from the ashes and you really fit more into the purpose that God shows for you, or you're going to go, that was really awesome. That felt good. That was empowering for me. Okay. So, to end this, you guys, I like to leave a little call to action on my videos, because I definitely feel like so many people know what they need to do, but they don't take action. And the action part is super important. So what kind of action step, small one, are you going to take? Are you going to stop watching that TV show? Are you going to, quit your cable account? I haven't had cable for 5 years. Maybe you are going to say yes to having date nights at home versus the restaurants, because you really need to get more financially free. Is it in health and fitness? What are you going to start today that's small, that is going to get you closer to your results? Okay, so thanks so much for listening, and like always, share this video on your timeline to your friends if you feel like this message needs to be sent. I feel like as women, we need to have a year of being relaxed and not stressed and full of anxiety. Let's let fear be silenced and lead with your passion. Thanks so much, you guys, and have a great rest of your week.